How is Ford and GM going to compete with Ram in 2026? I'm sure most of you guys saw the press release that Stellantis has released, but I think that this is very strategic, and I really want to explain what I mean by that, because this is the perfect time for Ram to do this. Let's go ahead and jump into it, and then I'll explain why this is the best move on Ram's part. It says here, Ram expands America's best full-size truck and van limited powertrain warranty, 10 years, 100,000 miles. We saw this last year, and now they're extending it through the entire 2026 model year. It says here, building on overwhelming customer and dealer feedback, Ram is again raising the bar for durability and customer confidence by expanding America's best full-size truck and van limited powertrain warranty for the duration of the 2026 model year, excluding obviously battery electric vehicles. The 10-year 100,000 mile limited powertrain warranty covers trucks and vans sold in the United States and Canada, including the high performance Ram RHO, Ram Power Wagon, and the full chassis cab lineup. The best in segment warranty was originally planned to end on January 2nd, 2026. The extension underscores Ram's commitment to quality and long-term value, as nearly 80% of new truck loans now exceed 5 years, outpacing traditional 5-year 60 powertrain warranty periods. The limited powertrain warranty is applicable to the original owner of 2026 model year Ram trucks and vans. The warranty covers the engine, transmission, transfer case, drive shafts, differentials, and axles for 10 years or 100,000 miles, whichever comes first. Warranty offer includes retail purchases and lessees to individuals and businesses, excluding fleet purchases. So, why is this so important? When you think about GM, for example, GM has had the worst 5 years I've ever seen in my life. They have had nothing but issues that stem back to 2021. I have friends who've had Yukons, who've had Silverados, who've had engine failures. So when you think about what Ram is doing, it doesn't seem smart on their end, because it seems like, we can't prove this obviously, but it seems like these engines were built to fail, because I think there was a push to go EV. Now with that, Ram is doing something that we have never seen before in the HD segment, in the van segment. 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty. Now obviously, this really benefits gas engines because diesels already have a 5-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty. And most diesel owners are probably doing 100,000 miles within that 5 years or less because of how they use their trucks. If you're doing long hauling, if you're doing, work with your truck, then you're obviously going to be driving it more frequently. So with that 10-year 100 is very strategic. Now you guys obviously saw what's covered. It doesn't cover emissions equipment. I want to make that point here. It does not cover emissions equipment. It doesn't cover TCMs, ECMs. So if you do have failures that do obviously affect those components, you are paying out of pocket for those types of things. So just keep that in mind. Now you guys pretty much saw that you're pretty much getting that 10-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty on everything with an engine, transmission, drive axle, transfer case, whole 9 yards, excluding EV. So everything you saw here, right? Same thing goes here. Now, this is something to think about. You guys saw that Ram is bringing back what they now call the SRT TRX, right? This thing has 777 horsepower, and it's not going to be covered under this warranty because it's going to be for 2026 model year. That is one part of this thing which is so smart on Ram's part. They made the Ram TRX a 2027 simply because they did not want to cover it under this warranty. And I don't blame them, because covering a high performance truck for 10 years, 100,000 mile warranty can't be cheap. And think of it like this, most people are probably going to get to the 10-year mark before they hit the 100K. So why is this warranty play so strategic for Ram? Well, let's go back to 2019. Back in 2019, we saw, I'm talking about the beginning of 2019, we saw the new HD trucks. But before that, 2018, we saw the half tons as 2019s. So a lot of people were saying back then, this isn't the true 5th gen Ram HD because it's the same cabs, same bed, so this is not a true 5th gen, it's a 4.5 gen. Well, now we know that this is truly the 5th gen truck because they just refreshed it in 2025. My thinking is this: Ram is only doing this 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty for just 2026 model year, right? So with that, they're probably going to be bringing out new trucks within 3 to 4 years. Now, I'm not sure about the half tons. The half tons are pretty much at the top of the food chain. I still think that GM has some catch up to do. I think Ford is not quite there yet on the Rams, half tons. That's just my opinion, obviously, but when you think about the interior design, when you think about some of the available features, there are still things not available on those trucks that you can get on a Ram half ton. Now, Tundra is a little bit closer with some of the features that it offers on their Platinum and then their Capstone trim levels, but regardless of it, I think Ram's half tons are just the best. The cab size, their bed is decent size. You can get the larger bed if you want. But their engine options are decent. They brought back the V8. They have the high output Hurricane, which is the most powerful engine in the half ton segment for twin turbo 6 cylinders. But yes, I'm willing to bet you most people buying these 2026 model year trucks, once they see Ram looking to redesign the cabs and the beds of the HDs, they will want to jump from that truck to the next truck. So in reality, even if it's 3 to 4 years, they'll probably be ready to trade out of it anyway. So it'll basically be like they had the 5-year 100,000 mile warranty too. So I think personally, this is a good play on Ram's part, and they're probably going to bring their A game like they did back in 2019, which means people are going to have no choice but to want to upgrade if they have the funds to do so. Now, obviously, price is obviously the biggest issue today. That's why I think this powertrain warranty is so helpful for people who are financing past that 6-year mark. I understand 6 years because sometimes the rate is the same as 5-year, right? The 6-year became the new 5-year, basically. But now people are going 7 years, 8 years out, and I think that if you're going that far out, I hope you're putting down like at least 20% at the very least, because my goodness, you're going to be so upside down on a truck, especially on a Ram truck because of the discount. So hopefully you're getting a lot of money off, and on top of that, you're getting, some money down. That way you can cover taxes and all that other stuff, and obviously some of that depreciation that you're going to have within the first year or two. But I hope this video was helpful. I'm really excited to see what comes in the next 3 years. I don't see Ram doing anything powertrain wise for their Cummins. I know you guys have heard about the large displacement engines. I'm wondering if that will still happen too, because there's been so many changes with the EPA. Part of the reason for going with the bigger displacement was because of the emissions standards that were coming. So who knows if this is still going to happen. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts down below. Do you guys think that this 10-year 100,000 mile warranty would sway you away from a Ford or a GM product? That's a good question. I would like to see some of you Ford guys and GM guys out there who are very loyal. Is the 10-year 100,000 mile warranty a good way to sway you? I think personally, this is Ram's way of saying that our powertrains are more reliable. Because if you're willing to put out there a 10-year warranty, because some people are only driving 8,000 miles a year, and if you do a lot of city driving, that's more wear and tear on those components. But remember this, you have to do your maintenance. Whatever Ram says to do, I would 100% be doing that, maybe a little bit more. So yes, be sure to answer that down below. See you guys soon.